Alright, bros, welcome to Wizard Stream. We're planning for the next boss fight.
Yes, I get to kill things because it's a storm boss. Woo!
Yep. It says that it's a storm boss. It doesn't seem to have any cheats.
That's okay.
Which means that this is not actually the final dungeon of the
Correct. Well, we're gonna do the.
which for some reason I was under the impression it was, and I don't know where I got that from.
I think we're gonna do the pyramid after this, and then we'll do Zabalba.
Okay.
So we've got like 3 dungeons before we're done with this world. I think.
Rude.
I know. I'm not sure if we're gonna finish tonight or not. I would like to, but also I don't know how much.
I'm ready to be done with Azteca.
Yeah.
I do like Azteca's aesthetic more than most, but
yeah, I
do it this much.
It's a long world.
A lot of the roles seem like they're just one area too long.
Yeah. Oh my god, though. Fuck Chrysalis. Like, I know we haven't even set foot in it yet, but God.
Really making me look forward to Chrysalis.
Okay, it's not as a world. I like the theme. There's a lot of really funny moments in it. There's some really cool stuff in there. I'm really excited for you guys to watch, to go through it. It is long. It is. They released it in 2 parts. Imperia is the same way.
It's like 2 worlds long.
Right.
Oof.
So it drags on. Because they released the first half and then they released the second half. So it's too long. This and Imperia are both. Imperia is better though, I think.
I thought it was.
Yeah. I don't know why. It doesn't feel quite as, like, drawn out to me. I don't know. Chrysalis feels long, though. At least it did when I did it the first time.
Vibe. We're kind of just waiting for Charles to get here.
Yeah, because, people forget things. Yeah. That's it. Sure, it has nothing to do with your advanced age, Dad.
Charles is a good, 30 years older than everyone else in the call.
Upstairs, and we were all we're all talking, and all of a sudden I heard the
buzz.
wizard chat, the buzz, and I was like, "Oh no!"
Yeah.
To be fair, I also completely forgot we were streaming until Rachel texted us earlier.
I didn't, but I did read.
So Rachel gave everybody a heads up, but me. Is that what I'm hearing?
Yeah. She texted our group chat.
I'm on vacation right now, and I wasn't quite sure what the plan for today was. And if that was going to be something that I had to cancel for or not.
Vibe. I also
But it's
forgot.
just going back to a store that we went to yesterday to grab some more bits and bobs.
Vibe.
Yeah.
So.
Now stream can actually see the game. I forgot to turn it on.
Ooh, whoops.
Cool. Oopsie doopsie.
It's one of those days. I'm very
Oopsie doodle.
Yeah, I will say,
we ended up running 2 more errands than normal for a Sunday.
We did, and I then read an entire 500-page novel plus the first 200 pages of the next book.
Yeah. She's having fun.
By the way, Iron Widow, really, really good. Rachel, if you're...
yeah, I've heard about that.
It's like sci-fi, and it's awesome.
Well, the author... I came across the author back when the live-action Mulan came out, because she gave this whole review of how the live-action Mulan is a really shitty adaptation.
Mm-hmm.
And contradictory and dumb and yada yada yada. And now I follow her on Tumblr.
Them. They're non-binary.
Oops.
No,
My
it's
bad.
okay. I was actually really hyped to hear about a non-binary author, and it really shows in their writing, because it's really good. It's really good, and I like seeing non-binary people doing writing and writing about gender, which is what this book is about in a lot of ways, and it's really cool. And it's a really cool. They do a lot to deconstruct the gender binary in the book, which is tons of fun.
Fuck the gender binary.
Nice.
And it does a good job of being a feminist work, if that's the right word, while not being trans exclusionary and especially non-binary exclusionary. So that way made me very, very happy.
We appreciate it when people aren't turfs.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I just love it when I see works where it's like, yeah, I can genuinely support what this author is saying about gender.
Yeah.
No
Like,
ifs, ands, or buts.
yeah. So it's a really cool book. It's got a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's really good. And there are giant robots, so what's not to love?
How's it
Gender
coming,
and
Charles?
giant robots, my two favorite things.
How's it coming, Charles?
Slowly, I don't know whether it's loading slowly because we're on the call or what, but
Well, and
just creeping.
if it's been a minute and there's been like some kind of update or something while
Yeah.
you weren't on, that's always a risk, right?
Yeah.
You know, the game designers
Yeah,
have discovered some major flaw and fixed it.
They're putting in the Portal of Peril again, so that's probably what it is.
I was on earlier today doing the Portal of Peril, though, so.
Well, then
You'd
I
think
don't
it
know
would
what
be
it
a
is.
studio.
I don't know. Does Charles have a
Maybe they're
winged
taking it
mount
back out.
to go with our winged mounts?
Oh, it's true. It's winged mount day, Dad. You gotta get a winged mount.
Okay, I'll see what I got.
I don't know. I still think that Rachel has the coolest winged mount of the three of us.
For sure. I like mine, but I've also had it for long enough.
Oh,
where
hang on a sec.
Hmm.
I don't remember when the last time I claimed my loyalty tokens was. I'm gonna go do
vibe. I'm gonna do that too.
that.
I'm gonna stay right here, and I'll go claim my loyalty tokens in a minute. Once you guys have done.
I mean, I marked the location, so
Oh.
unless I manage to fuck up and not teleport back to it correctly, which is possible. 'Cause I'm very good at Wizard 101.
We're great at wizarding.
I don't know if I claimed my January tokens, let alone my February tokens.
So that's right. It's March.
Lol. It is March,
It's
you
fucking
guys.
March.
Also,
I think I claimed my January tokens.
yeah.
Well, I think they stack.
Also, happy Ramadan. I know that's not.
Oh yeah,
quite-
happy Ramadan
yeah.
Happy Ramadan.
to anybody who celebrates.
Yeah.
Even if you don't celebrate, happy Ramadan.
I was gonna say it's good to just have an excuse to celebrate.
Exactly.
We need
Do I
more
already
of
have
those.
one of these? Do I have a
I
hat
own.
of the one?
Yeah. I will say that I am.
Yes.
Absolutely doing a Ramadan like craft project tomorrow for my
As you
preschool class
should.
because I mean you have to come up with
Wait.
365 original ideas every year. It's hard.
Sorry, I have 14 out of 12 loyalty tokens.
Lol.
So I'm just gonna buy the
Impressive.
permanent mount so that they don't disappear. I got a new
Yeah.
mount.
What is the mount this month?
It is a
Springboard.
springboard. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got it's a roller board.
The word you're looking for is skateboard.
Skateboard. Yeah.
Skateboard, my love.
It's got a fun animation. It just
Rollerboard.
gave me the biggest flashbacks to playing Jumpstart as a kid because you could get skateboards in that game too. And they have a similar like vibe to them because it's a skateboard.
Yeah.
If you guys want, you can port to me. I'm at the
This is just like how you refer to water fountains as bubblers.
yes.
Because you're from like the 3 square miles of Wisconsin.
Yeah, I'm from the 3 square miles of Wisconsin that call it a bubbler.
They do that in some parts of Boston too.
Yeah, that's what I mean. There's like 3 square miles of Wisconsin and Boston that call it a bubbler.
Yep.
Why? Well, there is a reason. It has to do with the
water bubbling up.
Well, and I think there's they were manufactured originally in this part of Wisconsin or
And
something.
to be fair, there's a difference between bubblers and water fountains.
I don't think there is.
No, there definitely is, because water fountains all have like the curved spout that you put your head next to, but bubblers have just like a little cap thing that comes out and spooks the water.
Those are both water fountains.
That's the difference for me in my brain.
So you see the
The
depth,
more you know.
the depths of their depravity over in Wisconsin.
I believe it's called autism.
That
I can say this. I talked to a medical professional, and he was like, "Yeah, you sound like you are on the autism spectrum," and I was like, "Yeah, that tracks."
Yeah, Leaf was officially given probably autistic by a medical professional,
Yeah,
a psychiatrist,
a
right?
psychiatrist. Yeah,
Which is exactly
medical
what we
professional.
expected.
true. Also, hello, Budscar. He's scaring us. He says, "Boo."
Scaring us, the monster.
I am so frightened.
We are but poor, innocent. Okay, we're not either of those things, but we could be.
Also, we could have probably fought this entire dungeon by now.
Look,
Yep. Wait, is Charles still not on?
No, he's
No.
not.
Oh wow.
I'm on the loading screen.
yay!
I'm so sorry.
Very slowly.
Vibe.
Do 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 do.
Oh, he's online.
Let me know when you.
Woo!
Oh,
He's here.
now we just need to get Rachel back too.
Yeah. So
I'm coming.
Have fun
I'm
with
coming.
your,
Keep your pants
photo
on.
editing, Bloodscar. We appreciate you sticking around.
I refuse. I will be taking my pants off.
You are wearing pants today, yeah.
Yeah.
Where's Charles?
He
He said he was here.
Well,
You
It
lied.
says entering game.
yeah,
That's
we got
all
the
it
little
says.
notification saying he was
Oh.
online.
We got a notification saying
That's
he's
why
online.
we freaked
I'm
out.
I-
still looking at Merle and Emma.
Gamma.
Rude.
Ah.
Rude.
Rude
I
with
can't
two
make
O's.
it go any faster, you guys.
Sus.
I don't
you can make
believe
it go
you.
faster by getting a better laptop.
That is an excellent point. Have you considered having a Wi-Fi connection that doesn't suck?
There's a reason we pay good money for ours.
Well, I suspect that it's possible that there are two other people watching video on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying that I blame my beloved sister for playing some
I'm just
sort
saying
of...
I blame my beloved sister.
She's probably playing an MMORPG and watching anime and possibly playing a third game on her phone simultaneously.
That sounds like Katie.
Because that's the kind of vibes she has. I see him.
John,
he's
Look,
here.
there he is.
He's here.
He's
Let's
alive.
Vigil.
Let's go.
On we go. Wait. Fuck. There we go.
Charles.
Charles.
I'm trying. I'm not
Oh.
even loaded
Oh,
into the game.
no.
yet.
Oh no! We
Come
lost
on.
Emma.
I got off because
Yeah.
Yeah, two of us went into the dungeon.
you're...
Okay.
Okay,
It's not my fault. You're...
Nope.
Okay, we're getting on.
getting on.
Try us
I'm getting
again.
on.
This is why we should do groups. Charles?
Trying.
Oh, okay.
No! I got off!
Okay, have
Me too.
Charles go. No, wait,
Someone
there's
else.
there's
No,
someone
that's
else.
someone
There's
else.
someone else.
That's
Ah!
someone else.
Okay, we let Charles go on first.
You all suck.
Where is Charles?
I'm inside. I'm coming back out now.
Let's
I can only press the buttons and hope the game does what it's supposed to.
Okay, you get on first, Charles, and then we'll all jump on after you.
or we could just do it on the count of 3.
Okay, but clearly his computer is lagging.
Okay, Dad, get on.
Come on.
Oh shit, there's
Oh.
a
Someone
random
else. I'm not on.
Off.
off. Let's switch
All right,
realms because
let's
this
switch
random is
group.
trying to get on with us.
Dad, switch realms. Okay, we're switching realms.
Which
I'm
realm
doing
should we
my
go
best,
to?
But it takes a while to get off too.
I'm sorry. It's not your fault. Let's go to Drake. I really wish.
Poor guy.
Yeah,
Yeah, but like there were 4 of us there. We were clearly a coordinated
he
group.
can fuck off.
I feel like maybe he should have been,
Picking up on the vibes.
yeah, a little more aware.
Yep.
Okay.
The other guy.
So we're
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
not finishing the world
He
in
was
this
just
time.
he was talking to you guys, but you weren't answering him.
Oh, he did?
He didn't say
Oh, was he?
anything to us. I didn't get anything on
I
that.
he was
didn't
ask-
either.
he was asking if you were all together.
Oh, I
Oh.
didn't get
Are you
any
going in?
texts.
Yes.
So-
Did we all
Hang
get through?
on. Charles and I are still out here.
Okay.
Fuck!
Oh my god.
This is quality content, ladies and gentlemen.
This is the wizard streaming you guys come here
Yeah.
for. I
But
know.
No, I straight up didn't get any
All
like
right.
text notifications. So
Charles,
Okay, ready?
you start.
I'm here.
All right, let's go.
I'm going in.
Okay. Okay.
Woohoo! We're only
Oh,
20 minutes
God.
in,
Oh my
and we're starting the
fucking
first
God.
dungeon.
that took 5 minutes.
We're now 20 minutes into this stream.
Yep.
I-
We have legitimately been live for like 20 minutes.
Ouch.
15 minutes.
We
We're so good
If
at
I wasn't tired before, I'm so tired now.
Yeah, you're valid.
might not be consummate professionals.
I think we're all just having a rough
No.
day.
I wasn't until we.
Yeah,
Like-
you were too busy reading about lesbian sex.
There was no lesbian sex in that book. I will have you know.
Fair, she married like 3 separate guys.
No. What? No.
Well, there was the first dude who died and then wasn't
She
dead.
didn't marry him. She just killed him.
And then there was the rich guy.
That she didn't marry him. She just had sex with him.
And now there's the emperor.
She did marry him, but she hasn't had sex with him.
Yeah, because he's in quarantine.
Well, yeah. You're missing one, by the way.
Oh, you haven't told me about that one.
I definitely have. He's the one who died. The one she didn't kill.
Oh, that's right, the one who did the thing to her sister.
No, she killed him.
Yeah, the other guy. The one who was like, oh, I killed my family. Edgy, edgy, edgy.
Yeah, him.
Yes, that's who I was referring to the first time.
Oh, no. There was a guy before that who she murdered.
Just realizing Rachel might want to read this book.
Yeah.
Not now.
I might.
No, I was gonna say none of this. There's only one spoiler in there, and I think that was so incoherent you probably didn't get it. Was that
No,
the bit?
I didn't process any of that.
Okay, good.
Fair.
Then you're not gonna be spoiled at all because it's so confusing.
It's fucking Spyro.
Yeah. There are a lot of guys, and she kills most of them. That's not true. She kills very few guys. Well, you know what? Never mind. You'll just have to read the book.
Oh no!
Oof.
Wait, was that an intentional thing? All I saw was a bunch of blades disappearing.
I think that was okay.
Okay, yay! Woohoo!
Woo!
Okay,
I don't think anything went wrong there. I think we're all good. I'm gonna kill things now.
good for you. I'll heal up Charles then if you're gonna kill them.
The problem is that if you're gonna read it, Rachel, I can't like talk about it because I'm that's where my brain is 110% right now. No, fuck.
I can talk about the Pokemon fanfiction I've been reading.
Yes, you can.
I've been reading a Pokemon fanfiction where Ash is actually just a Zoro, which is a little fox guy who can do illusions.
Yeah,
So
and we had to have a discussion about whether a Zorua that could speak human languages could have a consenting relationship.
and I
With
think
a
the
human.
answer is yes. Oh, your pet ate it for you.
Yee.
I think my issue with the Pokemon human shipping debate is when there's a language barrier which could lead to non-consensual action. But if the Zorua can speak and understand human, and the human can do that as well, I think it's fine.
So then, are you opposed to relationships between two people who don't speak the same language?
If they have a way of communicating.
Interesting.
I think if they can do a coherent enough round of charades, it's
Yeah.
okay.
Fair enough. So between two Pokemon who can do a coherent enough
Pokemon
charade,
can just understand each other.
between a Pokemon and a human who can do a coherent.
I mean, I guess, yes.
Yeah.
Volopati is
It is harder
capable
to-
of sign language.
My God.
I picked them because
Yeah.
they're the funniest objectively.
Yeah.
Because they're such obvious
I feel
fan
like there's
service.
a Tumblr post about this.
That wouldn't surprise me. I don't think I've seen
Probably.
it.
But it uses the I think it uses Scooby Doo as the baseline because Scooby can like understand human speech.
Right.
Yeah. Would you let Scooby Doo be in a consensual relationship with a human?
That's
That's the real
That's a
question.
big no from me, by the way. Not cool. Not cool.
I was gonna say, I think I can safely assert that, as a middle-aged white man, and I don't mean this in a hurtful way, that's about the reaction most people expect.
Mm-hmm.
No
Yeah,
offense.
there you go. I'm on brand.
You're at least.
I mean,
I don't know. I think that if Scooby wants to get down and dirty with some human woman or human man,
or human non-binary person.
or yes, and they're all consenting, then it's fine.
Like, don't get me wrong. I think there's a big difference between I think it's fine and I want to see that.
Yeah,
To be
there's
clear.
a big difference.
Like,
what we're doing is basically saying you can have kink at Pride because
right.
we
The
support that.
question isn't whether I want to see it. The question is, should anybody be prosecuted if it happens?
Exactly.
well, that's not really a meaningful question to ask.
Yeah.
Given
Not
that animals can't
involving.
talk
Yeah, but
and
like,
understand speech.
that's the idea, right? Is it's like,
Fair.
you know, in like a fictional setting, or if it's somebody's, you know, particular kink,
Yeah.
is it okay or not?
Yeah.
And I think as long as the animal is capable of understanding human speech, it's fine.
Fair. You know, I would love to hear Bloodscar's opinion on this. I know he's lurking and editing photos, but like, this is I feel bad making them have to listen to this.
Unhinged discussions.
Unhinged discussion. Oh, that summoned a Hazel.
Anyway, I always use as my frame of reference, like, look, I understand that there are women out there who want to have sex with men. I don't get it, but I understand that those women exist. And if it's like about on that level for me, like that, I think that's how I should treat most like sex things that I don't get. Like, if you want to do it, that's fine. I think it's kind of strange, but it's fine. Sorry. No offense, Dad. I just don't get it.
Maybe we should choose a different topic of conversation. Do you have any suggestions, Charles?
As the one most traumatized by this recent conversation, you get to pick the next topic.
Yeah,
I was gonna
there
say-
we go. The responsibility of directing this group in conversation is too much for me.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah.
Then Rachel, you choose.
I don't know. I
I
don't know.
don't freaking know. We've established that my brain is not working at capacity right
Oh,
now.
neither is
so-
mine.
Yeah. I don't know. I recently had the dire responsibility of recommending fan fiction to my parents, and I'm not sure I've ever recovered.
That was an experience
yeah.
last night.
Boy.
Okay, in my defense, it was all like, it was for a series of books that we'd all read, and it was like, none of it was like shippy. It was all like,
We're talking about their child. Because he's the main character.
no, you're very confused.
It was the dog, right?
No, well, yes, but you
The
don't.
dog who's a guy.
Yes, but no. Stop.
Hi, Morgan.
I
You're
mean this
looking
in
good
the
as
nicest
usual.
possible way. Don't help me here.
Okay.
Like, yes, but
All right. Oh, okay. So it is a lightning boss, but it's also a myth minion.
okay. So I'll switch in. Oh fuck! I gotta change my deck, guys.
That's okay. I'll just put feints on them. Don't worry.
Yeah, we
Okay.
can stall.
Oh,
Um.
except I didn't draw any feints. Lovely.
We'll just stall. How much is off from your
Yeah.
timer, Rachel?
Okay.
20 seconds.
Oh, okay.
Don't
I'm
worry
in.
too much. I'm okay tanking a hit for a couple rounds.
Okay. I'm good. I hope it looks like the attack spell's got it, so we're good. I switched the attack
Yeah,
spell.
I did not mean to stress you out. Sorry.
Well, I just don't wanna. There can be penalties if you come in around late sometimes.
Oh, right.
So I don't want to end up in that situation. No, it said he didn't have any cheats, so that shouldn't be an issue, but sometimes there's like something
That's
kind of lurking
dumb.
there, so I don't. I
So
didn't.
is there a stone in here?
There is. It's behind the boss. From this
Okay.
angle, like
Good
Also,
to know.
the lava flowing in the background is so non-viscous. That is not the correct viscosity.
I can't see the lava from this angle.
Nerd.
When we do the attacks, you can see it.
Okay.
I don't know, as someone who pays a lot of attention to viscosity in their daily life, that's not the viscosity of molten rock.
Nerd.
Fuck off.
Surely that.
Nerd.
Emma, my college senior project was literally on the viscosity of certain liquids.
Sure, but in my defense,
Is that what that
I
was?
would argue that
I understood less about that presentation than I
you're
thought I did.
correct, but also that the
Okay.
temperature can affect
That wasn't the viscosity wasn't the whole thing, but the viscosity is how I got the activation energy.
But in fairness, the viscosity would be affected by the temperature of the molten rock.
This is true. But unless this stuff is like as like hot as like the sun or some shit, there's no way it's moving that fast.
I mean, yeah, you're right. That's got to be very, very hot to be moving that fast. I'm just saying that technically you might be able to get rock. I don't know if you can get rock up to that up to that low of a viscosity,
Unicorn!
but in theory, it might be possible.
Sorry,
Oh,
did we have two
How am I
unicorn
already
pests
missing
there?
that much health?
I think we came in at not full health,
Yeah.
and then they hit us.
Oh.
This was not a
And
bad
yes, I
dungeon
think
at
my
all.
pet unlocked unicorn last time.
Hi.
I am gonna
Yeah.
slap Charles with a healing spell just in case. Because he is the squishiest of us.
I love Hazel suspiciously approaching the flower.
She cannot tell if there's a boy in there or not.
It's very funny though.
Yeah.
Like she keeps giving dubious looks at something that is pink petals on it.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we didn't tell them how I managed to get you to join the other campaign that I'm in.
Oh yeah, Leaf convinced me to join a second Pathfinder campaign.
Well, to be fair, you were like, do you guys need a fourth player?
Well, I mean, like I'm happy to do a second campaign. I would like to do a second campaign, and as long as it was like there. But they had a few people who had to leave,
Yeah,
and
we
they've been
started
having
with 6 players, and then we dropped down to 3.
right. And so then I was like, well, I mean, if you guys are low on players and you need somebody to help you finish the campaign, I would love to join. And it's an opportunity to play new characters, which is fun and exciting.
Yeah.
I might be a nerd. Anyway, I'm playing
okay.
a burb person.
Mwah. Burb kineticist.
Burb kineticist. I'm basically the last airbender, but with wings.
And metal.
I was gonna say there's metal bending in Avatar.
There
Last
is metal
Airbender.
bending, but Aang can't do that.
Fine, I'm Toph Beifong.
Yeah, you are Toph Beifong.
Which is supported by my Tumblr profile picture. The point is,
Which is Toph.
Korra?
I
Korra?
don't like Korra. I'm sorry.
I've never seen it.
That's okay.
I support her being a lesbian.
Yeah. I have.
I don't mind her. She's you know how sometimes there's a character where you're just like, I don't like the character, and sometimes you're like, I don't mind the character, I don't like the writers.
Yeah,
That's
Right.
kind of where
I
I
understand.
stand.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I understand exactly what you mean. I kind of agree with you. I feel like she gets... Part of it is also, I feel like sometimes the fan base goes after her unfairly. Or gets weird about defending her. The Avatar Last Airbender fan base can be weird in general. No offense to Avatar Last Airbender fans. Obviously, I am one. But, like, I feel like at
Some of it
times...
was.
Yeah. Oh, no, you can say your thing first.
I was gonna say, I think just in general, The Legend of Korra
I-
Well,
was.
sorry, she just did 100,000 damage.
Yeah. Yeah, I did.
Woo!
You have 2
Wow.
Yeah. Don't
Don't forget the rock.
Don't forget the stone.
Stone.
The last stone. We got it. Oh, yeah. I completed a
Well, I'll let you guys get rid of
quest.
it while I get rid of the extra treasure cards in my spell deck.
I completed a quest.
Hello?
What?
Hello? The stupid X is not showing up.
Oh,
for me.
it
It's
takes
really
a minute
Yeah.
after somebody's picked it up.
Ah, so it's your fault then.
It's all my fault. You may blame me accordingly.
How do I quick sell treasure
I will.
cards?
Anyway, you were saying something about Cora.
Wait, how do I quick sell
Oh,
treasure
yeah.
cards?
Hey, we're gonna be here a long time if this thing doesn't respawn more quickly than this.
You have to go to the quick sell menu in order to do that rather than the treasure card menu.
I'm just gonna delete a whole bunch of low-level ice spells that I don't care about then.
Yeah, this is taking a minute. Hello?
Yeah.
You need to back up a little, I think.
No,
The
it's just
stone
not
isn't
there.
I got it. Maybe?
It didn't respawn.
No, I think Leaf just got it.
No, I just got it. It's just being weird and glitchy. Like, moving back and forward would occasionally get the thing onto my screen.
Okay.
Like the press
Interesting.
X to interact thing.
Now I understand.
No, but there's just no thing there. It was there earlier with the text above it. It's just not there on my screen anymore.
Oh, that's not good.
Hmm.
I got nothing.
I'm gonna come back for it.
Can't
I
leave,
have no
can't leave
patience.
without it though.
We were
Think we
talking
can
about
change realms?
Cora, though.
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
I've
Oh,
seen bits and pieces of it. The thing that happened was, first of all, like, Atla was hard to top anyways.
yeah.
True.
And then the problem that Cora ran into was that, first of all, a fair amount of the story, that the mileage you get, at least around the learning the four elements, had already been told with Aang's story. So they had to find a new way to tell the Avatar's story, which meant that they decided to speed run all of the elements except airbending. And then they still kind of botched that story.
I
But
also
then
Did
the
felt
other thing was that
you all eventually get it?
no, I gave up.
No.
I'll come back for it some other time. But the other thing that happened was, if I remember correctly, they never really they gave it one season, and so they wrote a season-long story, and then they renewed it for another one. So instead of getting like the 3-season package that Atla had, and maybe that's not how Atla worked either, but The Legend of Korra really got shafted in that they kept trying to write a self-contained story and then getting more time. So then they had to do the thing where you kind of dig up a bunch of plot lines that you buried earlier, and
yeah.
Well, do you think I should just give up here?
I would.
Probably.
I hate to say it, but I'm not sure it's.
We can always run it again
Yeah,
sometime.
Yeah. I'll run it again with you later. I promise, Dad.
So annoying.
Definitely.
Literally
Yes.
standing right here, and all I have to do is click. Okay, I'm giving up.
yeah.
Yeah. I will say that that frustrated me. I also felt like
Find the cave of Nazawal Savage Paw in the Malachite Giant.
I didn't like the way they handled Cora's character arc. Like, I didn't feel like she had a coherent character arc. And I felt like at times, like, they tried to do the whole, like, self-doubt, like they did with Aang kind of arc. But because she's 18 and he was 12, I feel like it comes off a lot less favorably for her than it did for him, and that bugged me. Because it's like, on one hand, I see that you're trying to draw parallels here, and in practice, it shouldn't be that different. But because of the way that you're writing the story, like, she's a lot older and, like, better able to handle her emotions. So it's not...
I do think some of it was, I did appreciate that they gave her an arc like that, especially
Yeah.
because she started out so cocky and brash. And she is also like, she's living in unprecedented times as far as the Avatar universe is concerned.
I mean, that's
So it's kind of a
true.
fun thing to do of like raising the question of, well, the Avatar has stood for tradition for so long, and all of a sudden tradition's been upended. Now what? Is my job the same? I don't know. Like, that's fun.
Like, that was interesting. I didn't like that she
But-
straight up abandoned everyone for, like, years while things got worse. Like,
Oh, it's not letting me go back to the floating mountains. Are you in the floating mountains?
yes.
Yeah.
Or no, no. I'm not in the flame.
We're in the Twin Heads.
Are
Twin Giants.
you talking to turquoise water, son?
No. We've
No.
done that already.
It's been already.
And how did you get to turquoise water, son?
The bird statue.
The Burb statue.
Herb statue.
There is a giant
Where are
statue of
you?
an eagle.
Yep, it did. Well, the X wasn't appearing for me.
Oh, okay.
Ah,
I'm having a little trouble with X's today, apparently.
Oof.
Like, I don't know. Like, on one hand, like, I get that Aang also abandoned his duty to be Avatar for 100 years, but, like, that was...
I feel like it's more understandable when you're 10 to 12.
He was 12, and it also wasn't his choice, right? He gets frozen. So having Korra, like, be conscious for the whole thing while things just get worse, that bothered me. And that's maybe not fair, objectively, but it...
I mean, wait, hang on. When she abandons them, that's like, there's what, 3 seasons of Korra?
Yeah, that's in between seasons 2 and 3.
2, 3. So that's when Kuvira is conquering the Earth Nation.
Yeah.
But she doesn't. Is that explicitly no? Because my impression was a bit that like Korra didn't really know what was going on. She was just kind of.
I mean,
I don't know. I would question if dealing with political intrigue is the Avatar's job at all, because isn't their description like master of the 4 elements, bridge between the spiritual and human worlds?
yeah.
So what does
Well,
dealing with
keeper of the balance.
okay.
Right. And,
And-
like, I do...
And it gets tricky. It gets tricky because the idea is that you keep balance between the 4 nations. So when do you step in as far as like, well, one nation's going through political upheaval, that may lead to things falling out of balance, or it may just be normal-ass political upheaval that happens from time to time.
Yeah. Like, don't get
It
me
was
wrong.
technically an internal matter for the Earth Kingdom,
Mm-hmm.
I guess. Except for
Yeah.
the part where they then tried to conquer Republic City, so... I don't know.
Well, yeah, and, like, that... I don't know. I vividly remember, like, it's been a while since I've watched it, too. It's possible I would feel differently about it now. But, like, that part of the story, like, I don't know.
Should we watch Korra, Emma?
No, I'm not rewatching it, ever.
Fair enough.
I
Yeah.
refuse.
I don't know. I think it suffered and it just had a very big. It was living in a very big shadow. It had a lot to live up to.
Yeah.
The fact that they never got a chance to like sit down and write one story made it hard, and the fact that everyone was gonna. You either do, I don't know. There's one of the best ways to do it would be to write a very different protagonist from Aang and have there be functionally no parallels.
Right.
Between her and Aang, and let her be her own person.
Right.
Which would bring its own brand of haters, but might have been the safer decision rather than kind of wishy-washy going back and forth being, oh, she's her own character, oh, she's got these parallels over here, like...
Sorry,
I
is
don't know.
Charles a bird?
And maybe there was no winning. Yes.
Yes.
Why are you a bird?
That's what
We
happens
were
when
birds not too long ago as
That's
well.
what happens when you use the statue. So you guys didn't use the statue.
We did use the statue.
We did.
I
The
think it just
statue
wore off
turns you into
earlier.
a bird.
Yes, it turned me into a bird.
Oh, I don't remember that.
It just wasn't for very long.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I'm feeling attacked.
I don't know. As the lack of belovedness of the various adaptations and comics and et cetera, I think that any attempt to spin off Avatar is somewhat doomed because everyone has such fond nostalgia
Yeah.
Yeah.
for how well the original series went.
I agree basically.
I have heard that the comics continuing the story that were like what the show was based on was good.
Nah, there's very much controversy about those.
Okay.
Do not speak of that which you do not know.
That's fair.
I think
I don't know.
some of the comics are better than others. Is the gist I've got.
Absolutely.
I didn't read them for very.
I've read some of them. I am probably most comfortable saying, yeah, they vary in quality. Some of them are good, some of them frustrate. I mean,
I think one of the biggest things for me is there's a lot of messy stories that come from cleaning up after a war.
right.
That can be really, really hard to tackle, especially a war as like destabilizing and long-lasting as the Fire Nation War is. So it was a really good idea for the original series to stop there. Anything written after that kind of has to be written for an older audience, for the kids that grew up watching the show.
Yeah.
But for those of us who look back on it as like a beloved kids show that was nonetheless about kids, but like it was good at what it was doing, but it is nonetheless a show for kids. So it's going to skim over some bits, things like that. It's going to have some amount of like rose tinted lenses. Like,
but I also feel like thematically, like,
I don't know.
Yeah, I get that they want to make it more grown up for the kids who grew up watching it. But I also feel like thematically that really doesn't make sense. Like, that wasn't the energy of the original series. Like, they would have...
That's kind of what... Yeah.
Like, I feel like they would have been better off just sticking... Like, people would have complained, but they would have been better off sticking with thematically with the feeling that they'd imbued the original series with.
Yeah.
Also, and this is the last thing I'm going to say about Legends of Korra, I hate that they only were in Republic City for the entire series. Like, the Avatar is supposed to be traveling the world, like, changing things, and she's just in Republic City the whole time. And that's not a Korra problem, that is a writing problem. But I was always like, dude, like, there is more than one city in the entire world, you know?
Yeah.
And they pretty much kept it to one city, except for like parts of season 3.
Yeah.
I also, I'm sorry, I'm now going to rant. I was gonna go back there. It bothered me that they didn't. I felt like there wasn't enough build up for Korra and Asami. Like, they put them together in the last episode, but we get this like sort of like.
Okay, that I think is more studio politics than.
That I don't think is like, yeah. I think that's 100% the world is homophobic problem.
Me.
Yeah.
But as a lesbian, I demand more lesbian kissing.
Speaking of the world being homophobic, I joined the official Wizard 101 Discord, and they, in their rules, they're like, this is an LGBTQ plus space. We respect pronouns and identities. And I was like, that's cool of you, Wizard 101. Like, I appreciate that so much.
Yeah, like, I feel like I was saying to Leaf, I think that matters. That it matters a lot more to me that companies who are keeping that up under our current administration. Like, that to me tells me that you're like genuinely serious about your commitment, right? If you're half-hearted, you're probably gonna go back on it. Mm-hmm. If you're like higher ups are genuinely committed, you're more likely to stick to it.
Oh,
so I am pleased to see that from Wizard 101.
Oh, thank you so much for the follow, AGS EP6. Welcome to being a Gusty. If you are interested, I upload all my VODs to YouTube, and I have a Discord if you want to join either of those. But we appreciate you joining us. Also, we've got a Hazel Loaf.
We do. Is Ivan still in the cube?
I didn't see him leave. You could look.
I'm a look.
The cube, you mean the flower bed?
I mean the flower. Yes, it's still in there. Dude, you gotta leave some.
He left earlier.
I know.
He came and sat with us while we were reading.
But dude, you gotta like eat or drink or pee, something. I'm worried about you. He's never coming out.
He likes it too much.
We may have over succeeded.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
There's a reason I said we should get the Hello Kitty one.
You're right. I was gonna say, I don't know, if the pink flower isn't emasculating him, is the Hello Kitty one really gonna be that much different? So I forgot to put my attack all spells in.
Oh,
So I have something to handle the boss, which I'm gonna use now. But the rest of them are gonna be at somebody else.
We can get them.
Oops.
I ain't got stuff.
It's okay. At least
Thanks.
you're pretty.
Thanks. I mean, I'm blading you.
I mean, you are pretty.
Thank you. She is scratching the back of my head like I am a cat.
You are a cat. I'm sorry, was I supposed to be like, oh no, you're not a cat, my love?
No, we're both cats.
Yeah. I was gonna say, it's not my fault. Being scratched behind the ears is rather nice, actually.
This is true.
I especially like it when Ivan grooms my hair.
It's very cute. He bites your hair.
He does. He gets really in there with his little toopses.
Toopses.
I can see why cats like grooming each other. It's a pleasant experience, actually, when he's not biting my exposed flesh.
Did you brush him this weekend?
I did.
Good.
Twice.
Cool. Ivan has hit shedding season. So Emma and I were sitting on the couch on Friday night, and I was scratching him just behind the ears for like an hour or two.
Yeah.
And we were both covered in orange cat hair, just from that little bit of his body.
Yeah, like, it was all over the blanket, it was all over our arms, like...
All over my chest where he was sitting.
Yeah, like, he produced, like, enough hair for a second cat.
Just from his ears and neck.
Yeah. I, by the way, have procured a third cat from the rest of his body. I probably need to brush him again on Wednesday.
Vibe. Thing is, Hazel won't let me brush her.
She is territorial.
She is territorial, and I think it overstimulates her. Which is valid. Like, 1 or 2 runs with the brush is good.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Oh my god!
Sheesh. That was just a little bit of murder.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys just clean up.
Excuse me.
Jeez.
Okay.
A little bit of power goes right to her head.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I was
This
gonna
is
say,
Emma
frankly,
we're talking
I
about.
chalk it up to I blame it all on my father.
Yeah, you should.
Never disciplined me enough
okay,
as a child.
I want to ask a question.
Yeah.
Me?
We are coming up on the hour. There is
Oh.
one more mini dungeon before Morganth. Do
Right.
we want to do that last one tonight, or do we want to end so that we can start Morganth next week, or what do we want to do?
I think we should do the last mini dungeon.
Let's do the last mini dungeon and then do more dance.
Next week. Yeah.
All right, cool.
I would like to just be like, oh, let's finish this off, but I don't think we can.
No.
I don't have that in me, I don't think.
No, I mean, me neither,
Valid.
which is why I'm saying we shouldn't, but... I mean, at least, at the very least, probably we'll get to do some Chrysalis next week anyway, because Zabalba probably won't take the full time, I wouldn't
True.
think.
Or we could try running through, Hell.
Oh, yeah, Tartarus.
There we go.
Yeah.
The second time this week I have misnamed it.
It's basically hell.
Yeah, I was talking
Yeah.
to Rachel and I was like, yeah, it's Hades.
He showed you how to make
It's like the
Well,
game,
no,
but
actually
not
what
that
happened
game.
was
to find the night demon.
I wasn't sure I'd be able to make it to stream.
It will be obvious
And
how
so Leaf said, oh, that's okay. Well, if you don't do that, we can just stream Hades instead. And I thought that they meant the game Hades.
Right, which is fantastic,
And I
and
was
we
like,
absolutely
oh,
should
I
stream
didn't
someday.
know. I was like, oh, I didn't know you played that game. You know,
Right.
that'd be really cool. And then I forget if it was you or Emma, but someone was like, oh no, it's we can't do that until after we beat.
I think it was me, because
Azteca.
I was
And
just, it was
like,
only me on the phone with
what?
you.
Okay, then it was you. So then you realize that, oh, no, we can only do that after we beat Azteca. And I got really confused. So I was like, what Hades are you talking about?
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
you're
not that Hades, the other Hades. I would absolutely stream Hades, though. I think that would be a blast to do.
Yeah.
I know that only one person can play it at a time, but
We could both. You could play Hades,
I mean, we
Two?
could also do like alternating runs or something.
or I could play Hades and you could play Hades too.
I don't think that would work.
We do it on different laptops.
Okay, that would just give me so much dissonance, though.
That's fair.
The other thing is I haven't actually beaten Hades.
Vibe.
Like, I don't know why, but like I just can't get past that last fight. I can get up to the end, and then I can't beat the last fight. Anyway. I'm
Instead of just
almost...
manually running all the way back to the Zocalo, why don't I just teleport?
Oh yeah, that's smart. I didn't realize that's where it was taking me.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Have you
gotta go back to,
considered
like,
reading
the
things
market.
again, Leaf?
No, I was reading too much fan fiction. I used all my words for today that I can read.
You have hit your word limit for today.
Yeah.
Magician, we
Coward.
are hoping-
I think you're the coward, Emma.
I've read 700 pages today, and I'm not out of my word limit yet.
That's fair.
A real man can read an entire novel in a day.
Good thing I'm
Don't
not a
do it.
real man.
Neither am I. But the point is,
Fuck off.
I don't know. I was like, you know what? It's time for some toxic masculinity up in here.
I mean, Ivan can't read the novel, and he is the man of the house.
That is true. I was gonna say, but it's not like we're getting toxic masculinity from Dad. We gotta get it from somewhere.
Doing my
Charles,
best.
be toxically masculine.
I was gonna say, you're really letting us down.
This mana gemstone is missing too. However, there are
Use-
deep tracks leading
What was
to
your
the
generally chill vibe?
I know.
It's okay. At
I was
least
trying
Chill
to think of
vibes and
something.
being in a loving marriage, presumably.
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 You and Stacy seem happy. I didn't want to assume though. I don't know. I don't
I was
have
gonna
much-
say, if my parents are not in a happy relationship, there's something they need to tell me desperately.
Yeah. I don't have experience with happily married parents, Emma.
Sorry about your traumatic childhood.
So essential.
Look,
All right. Here is where we need to go.
look, in my defense, I went out of my way to be difficult and make their marriage harder. It's not my fault that they're actually legitimately happy together.
Stress testing, yeah.
Yeah, like
Stress testing the relationship.
it's not like I didn't try, guys. I'm not to
Alright.
blame for them being happily
Another
married.
storm boss.
Storm boss.
Yeah.
I greet
Emma's having quite the day here.
Yeah.
This is the
Like literally
best
all of the
stream
bosses.
ever.
my precious
Favorite week of the year.
coming back.
Fair enough. I do love the little swarm of paper cranes on the other laptop.
Yeah. Ivan. Oh, no, that's not Ivan.
It's Hazel.
Well, in my defense,
She's softer, you can tell.
well, no, she was making the exact move on my cord that Ivan does.
Oh, she's peeking in at him in his sleeping bed. She's
Yeah.
like, he's still in here. Oh my
I was
goodness.
gonna say the cats really like the cord to my new headphones,
It
and I have received many nibbles.
has a good texture. I can see why.
I mean, like I get their vibes. It's a nice texture, but like
Emma, you didn't tell me about the pig.
it's a squishy pig I got at the grocery store.
It's amazing.
Leaf is very fond of it. I like it. I'm just not as fond of it as Leaf is.
It's just a little guy who you can squeeze.
It's a stress ball, but it's shaped like a pig.
You like pigs?
We do like pigs.
Yeah.
I'm on Team Pig. Does a pig have a name?
Not yet.
Hi, little
It
bean.
needs one.
It does need one. It does need one.
I love that Rachel, who calls Hazel Zol sometimes, has gotten me to call her Zol, so now I call her Zolbean.
I want you to know that there is
Wait, I don't call her Zol. I call her Hazel.
No, sometimes in texting you call her Zol.
Do I?
Yeah.
I have no memory of this.
Yeah, that's fair. It's not the most common, but occasionally you do.
Okay. Well, I'll have to take your word for it.
What were you saying, Emma?
Nothing. It's never.
Okay. Thus.
It's about one of the kids in my daycare, but it would involve
Ah,
identifying information that I'm not going to provide.
that's fair.
Whoop.
Ooh,
Good decision.
fair.
Yeah. Yeah, my sister will sometimes come home with like little anecdotes of the kiddos in her class.
Yeah, like
And some of them are kind of bonkers. Like there was one kid who bit another kid's face.
Oh, wow.
And it took like 2 to 3 weeks for the bruise to go away.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was wild.
I had
Uh,
a chomp mark on my arm at one point that took like 3 weeks to go away.
Oh,
It was bad.
yeah.
Kid really got a bite on me. But
or
like,
there's also Tuesday is soup day, which is terrible because these kids don't know how to eat soup.
Yeah.
Which is why they're feeding them soup. It's to teach them motor control.
right.
But it does mean that one day my sister had to change a kid's entire outfit because they spilled tomato soup down their shirt, down their pants. They had to change their shoes as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that sounds about
Like-
right.
It was wild.
Every other week, and this is true for a lot of daycare, so I don't feel like this is really identifying information. Every other week is Taco Tuesday.
Oh.
For I think that we're all on the same menu because we all have the same caterer. So I don't feel like this is identifying information really. And let me tell you, you have not experienced a mess until you've had to clean up after 16 children having eaten tacos messily.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do not
Know how to eat tacos.
know how to eat a taco.
I mean, to be fair, adults are also messy taco eat. Yeah, are also messy taco eaters.
Yeah.
True.
Well, and part of it is also that it's not like we assemble a taco for them because the kids can be picky, and so we don't want them to because if you just put it all together, that some of them won't eat anything. So you portion out each thing in its own little spot on the plate, or at least that's how I do it. So that they're more likely to eat what they like, so that they all get something into their stomachs.
Do you give them zoo pals to eat on?
No, they're just regular plates. Sorry.
Fair enough.
I'm sorry to disappoint you, but
Hazel's gonna jump. Oh, never mind. She was looking very curiously into the bathroom.
yeah, usually that's her cue to go sit on the toilet.
Yeah.
And then occasionally she gets grumpy when someone else has to sit on the toilet and comes in to bother you until you get off the toilet.
Pretty funny.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know how to tell you this, but this isn't actually your chair.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Gives a
sometimes
new meaning to the word porcelain throne.
Yeah.
And then sometimes both the cats try to go in the bathroom with one person.
Yeah, occasionally there are 3 entities in the bathroom at the same time.
We have a tiny bathroom.
Yeah, we have a very small bathroom, and there isn't really counter space.
No.
And my cat, Ivan, really likes to sit on the counters. And so occasionally it's you're wedged in there attempting to brush your teeth, and the cat is halfway into the sink.
I just don't let them in usually.
I try not to, but once one of them is in, I'm not gonna toss them out. You know?
Yeah, fair.
Normally, I can sneak in the mornings before they realize I'm awake.
Yee. Yee.
He emerged.
Oh, he emerged from the floor.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna kill the boss now.
Cool.
Okay, I can get everybody else next time.
Nice.
I will now cackle maniacally as death comes to my enemies.
Good for you.
okay. Death coming to my enemies is a time-honored family tradition.
I am now being used as an armrest.
Yeah. I was gonna say, I was just telling Leaf recently. It's like my mother always says, if you wait by the river long enough, the body of your enemy will float by.
You told me this literally an hour and 15 minutes ago.
I did tell you this literally an hour and 15 minutes ago. I said recently.
Yeah.
And Leaf was like, I fully believe your mother says that. And I was like, it's good, because she does. Dad will attest.
It's true.
My mother is a normal woman. Or perhaps a normal holder of a PhD in history.
Oh, you're gonna do a lot of damage.
It's gonna be a good day.
I like the blades cutting through in the corners. Oh. Oh.
Yeah!
Respectable damage numbers.
Yeah.
Woo! It's been a good day. I've liked this day.
I think this is like perfect timing.
Yeah.
I think all my friends just got back from their shopping trip.
Perfect.
Ah.
So yeah, I will drop off the call basically as soon as the fight ends, so that you don't have to deal with like 4 people all talking in the same room as me.
That's fair.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's fair.
Have fun on your trip, and thank you for getting on stream with us.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
This was a nice kind of decompression. Well, except for the sigil monster.
Yeah.
The sigil monster was stressful, but stream was a nice kind of like to decompress
Yeah.
from being in a new city or whatnot.
Yeah. Very good.
Meeting strangers.
And I feel fine.
Vibe.
All right. Large Gemba stone.
Jumbo stone. Jumbly.
Oh no, come on. Don't make this a one person can grab it at a time thing.
You know it always is.
Leaf grabbed it before I did, so it should be okay. It should respawn.
Yeah, at least it's a shorter cooldown than the last one.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's the important part.
Woohoo! I will see y'all next week.
See
y'all
you
next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay. I'm gonna talk to Red Mask, and then I think I'm gonna end the stream for tonight. So, I need to do the stream ending stuff. I'm gonna leave the voice call. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Is there anybody live for us to raid? Are any of my friends live? None of my friends are live. None of my friends are live, and I don't want to make the effort of making new friends. So I think we're just gonna wrap for tonight. Hopefully I'll be live on Tuesday. If not Tuesday, I'll be live next Sunday. Bye!